Hello children, welcome to today's class. We are going to continue with our lesson India Physical Features. Topic for today are the Northern Plains. The Northern Plains has been formed by the interaction of three major rivers of India. They are the river Indus, the river Ganga, the river Brahmaputra. These rivers along with their tributaries. On the map you are able to see the Northern Plains, which is given in the green color. The northern plains spread over an area of 7 lakh square kilometers with a length of 2400 kilometers and breadth of 240 to 320 kilometers. The northern plains are very much rich in alluvial soil and have surplus amount of water and the favorable climatic conditions. All these promote agricultural activities in the northern plains. Even during the past, the northern plains promoted agricultural activities for the people who were in the northern plains. The rivers coming from the northern mountains are the Himalayas, okay? The rivers coming from the Himalayas always deposit particles during their course movement. In the lower course, due to gentle slope, a slope can be of low elevation, like for example, assume a slope that has an angle of inclination at 20 or 25 degrees. So that is a gentle slope. The velocity of the river decreases. That is, the speed of the river water decreases, which results in the formation of riverine islands. See, this is an example of riverine islands. Riverine islands means, see, what is an island? A landform surrounded by water all the sides. Riverine island refers to a land mass formed in the middle of the rivers, okay, or formed in between the river course or river water when the water level drops down in that particular place. For example, see, you can identify the land mass that has formed in between the river. Okay, this island has formed because of the water level drop in that particular place. These are referred to as riverine islands. The rivers in the lower course split into numerous channels due to deposition of the silt. See, silt means these are the sand particles which are carried away by the running water and get deposited somewhere as sediments. Okay, so whenever the silt is deposited, the water stream gets diverted to another direction. On the image, you are able to see the sediment deposits as well as the distributaries. See, the sediment deposits makes the water take diversion to other directions. These channels are called as the distributaries. The northern plains are broadly divided into three sections. The western part of the northern plain is referred to as the Punjab plains. Formed by the river Indus and its tributaries, the larger part of this plain lies in Pakistan. Okay, before the partition of India, Punjab was very big. Okay, after the partition of India, most of the plains now lie in the Pakistan region. These Punjab plains are formed by the river Indus. River Indus and its tributaries are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and Satluj. This section of the plain is dominated by the Dobes. Dobes means it is the section of a land or a part of the land that lies between two converging rivers. Converging means joining rivers. Okay, here on the picture you are able to see two rivers are getting converged or they are getting joined. So the land or a part of land that is between the two joining rivers or converging rivers, that is called as a doab. Thus, the Punjab plain is dominated by dobes. The second plain is the Ganga plain that extends between the Ghaggar and Teesta rivers. It is spread over the states of North India, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, partly Jharkhand and West Bengal to its east. The third plain is the Brahmaputra plain that lies particularly in the Assam. On the right image you will be able to see the Punjab plain, Ganga plain and the Brahmaputra plain. Since the Ganga plain is huge, it is divided into Upper Ganga, Middle Ganga and Lower Ganga plain. These northern plains also have diverse relief features. Diverse relief features means within the northern plain landforms itself we will be able to see physical variations, especially in its projections or elevations. According to the variations in relief features, the northern plains can be divided into 4 regions. The rivers after descending from the mountains, that is when the rivers started to flow down from the mountains, deposit pebbles in a narrow belt of about 8 to 16 kilometers in width, lying parallel to the slopes of Shiva lakes. So parallel to the slopes of Shiva lakes, okay, narrow pebble path is being deposited by the rivers. It is about 8 to 16 kilometers. That particular region is called as Bhabar. On the image you will be able to see Bhabar, the pebble regions. These pebbles are deposited by the rivers that flow from the mountains. All these streams disappear in the Bhabar belt. South of this belt, the streams and rivers re-emerge and create a wet, swampy, marshy region called as terai. Okay? Wet, swampy, marshy region called as terai. This was a thick forest region filled with wildlife. The forests were cleared to create agricultural land activities and to settle migrants from Pakistan after the partition of India. The largest part of the northern plain is formed by the older alluvium or the old alluvial soil. It lies above the flood plains of the rivers and presents a terrace-like feature. On the image you will be able to see the old alluvium. This terrace-like feature is the old alluvium. The soil in this region is rich in calcium carbonate. That is, example, it will be like chalk. We will be using chalk, no, that chalk powder. Contains calcareous deposits. That is they are rich in calcium carbonate, locally known as kankar. The newer, younger deposits of the flood plains are called as khadar. They are renewed almost every year and they are very fertile, thus ideal for intensive agriculture. Intensive agriculture means that soil will be suitable for even withstanding modern inputs of agriculture. Like the soil can withstand high yield variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, etc. Thus, the older alluvial soil is called as bhangar and the new alluvial soil is called as the khadar. The calcium carbonate rich deposits in the bhangar is called as kankar. On the image you will be able to see all the 4 regions of northern plains. Thank you.